Alright, so I'm going to try to make this video as quick as I can, but as thorough as I can. So, it is here running. It's a cold day out here. The tires, good shape. See, it's got good tread on it. Front's the same. Got nice deep tread on it. There's no little storage unit there. There's no dings across it. It's nice and straight. No corners smashed in. None of that stuff, which is real nice. The paint's actually really decent. Another storage back here. I know you'd asked about rust. It's been in Texas its whole life, so you can look under here. I wish I could find some stuff that's normally rusted, but you can see it's nice and dry, rust-free. Exhaust clamps, everything, you know, it's nice, you know. Top's in good shape. Tires are good. Engine is nice and clean. You can see it doesn't have a bunch of oil everywhere. As far as blow by, it has zero. It has absolutely zero blow by. A little quieter there. Nice and clean on the inside. I'm 6'1". With my hat, it's probably about 6'2", 6'2 and a half. So you can kind of get an idea of the height, which it helps, especially if you're a taller person. The AC, it did work, but it's really common for the Freon to leak out on these buses. It's got a few windows that are just, they're cracked. They're not broke, they're not, but they do have cracks. I'm sure it was just some students did that. It does have a spare tire. Of course, it looks pretty old. It is nice and soft, but it does have a spare tire. Those are the only two windows that seem to have a little crack in them. The rest are really nice. These seats are nice. It smells good inside the bus. It has a fuel door access there. I did replace both the fuel lines, the return and the supply. They were just old and dry. But yeah, the rest is real clean. As far as the gauges and stuff, let me walk you through this. The fuel gauge does not work. You'll probably need a sending unit for the tank. I always did it by mileage. You know, I drive about 200 miles, and then I like stopping. So, you know, I just kind of take it easy and fill up. I don't know the range. Generally, the range is going to be about 400 miles. But after about 200 miles, you're ready to stop anyway. So, see, the tachometer does not work. The oil pressure gauge works. Oil pressure's, you know, it's not quite up to operating temperature. You know, it's only about 120. But the oil pressure's great. Air pressure's great. It goes into gear real nice. It shifts real nice. I don't know if the heater works. I bet it does. I've never tried it. Normally these buses have really good heaters. So there's the rearview mirror. It has the first aid kit. So I don't know. Hopefully this covers what you're looking for. The amp gauge works. The only thing that doesn't work is the fuel gauge. I'm sure it's a sending unit. It never bothered me. Like I said, I would stop every couple of 100 miles anyway. I can see what size tank it is. Let me look underneath here. Yeah, let me take a look. Oh. I guess I could just look and tell you, but I'm kind of curious myself there. Let's see here. Here's your fuel door on the passenger side. Let's look underneath here. I think it was a big tank, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so I would say that's the tank there. I'm going to say it's an 80-gallon tank. Might even be a 100-gallon tank. It's pretty big. I would say at least 80. Might be 60. But definitely a good-sized tank. So hopefully that answers all your questions. It drove great. It did great on the highway. I don't remember the top speed. I want to say it was 70, but you know, I don't remember suffering driving it. You know, I drove it from McLean, Texas to here. It did great. I actually really love driving it. It's a good driving bus, good power. Sometimes the 5.2s can, there's different power ratings, you know, depending how they have the pump set up, you know. But this one is, it performs well. I do have another one with a 5.9 that's horrible. 55 tops. I want to die when I drive that thing. I feel like I'm gonna die in it. I feel like you're gonna get rear-ended by a big truck on the highway. But in this bus, that is not the case. So sorry about the long video, but hopefully it covers it well.